To Elis Friedman. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Thank you for joining us again. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. So, you started before us in England, but it seems that Israel is leading the way. How do you feel about that?
I'm very pleased for both countries.
How is it going in England?
Well, in England, we've now obviously approved all of the first three vaccines. The Oxford one was approved just a couple of days ago, and the intention now is to try to get as many people vaccinated as quickly as possible. Mm-hmm.
What is the rate of the vaccination?
Well, at the moment, we are vaccinating about, from January the 4th, we'll be vaccinating about 500,000 people a week.
A week? 500,000 a week, okay.
2 million people a week.
2 million people a week, okay.
The end of January. At the moment, 500,000 people a week.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's a pretty nice rate. We are beating you at this point. So allow me to ask you, Dr. Friedman, there is a new theory regarding the booster, the second vaccine, and it comes out from England. It says you can vaccinate much more people in the first wave and wait for the second one. What do you think about it? How serious is it?
Oh, it is now national policy. People like myself, experts, are waiting for more information, both about Oxford, but also about Pfizer and Moderna. And certainly for the Pfizer vaccine, there is less clarity that it is sufficient to wait 3 months afterwards to get as good a result. But basically for the Oxford vaccine, what we know is that for one dose, it gives 70% protection, certainly for 3 months. And we know also, which is perhaps more important, is that nobody, having had one dose and then not getting the infection for 3 weeks after that first dose. So that is important for people to realise that you don't get the full benefit from the vaccine until 3 weeks after having had the vaccine.
But Dr. Friedman, is the new policy based on research? Do you have any medical figures showing that you can do that with Pfizer, Moderna, and also with Oxford and AstraZeneca? I mean, isn't it a bet at this point? Aren't you betting on people's health?
Thus far, we have good data that have been published by Oxford. And so we can be assured that it's a safe thing to do for people having the Oxford vaccine. In other words, you can give the first dose and then wait 4 to 12 weeks afterwards, but no longer than 12 weeks, before giving the second dose. And we can know that people will not need to be hospitalized if they do get the infection.
Yeah.
And the 30% of people may get the infection having had the vaccination. So it's not a perfect vaccine, but it's very good.
Yeah. So you said before that it's a policy. You are postponing the second vaccine. You are postponing the booster in order to make to vaccinate much more people in the first round. Okay. So one last question, doctor. Any reports of side effects? Did you hear about side effects of people dying, becoming sick, or anything else?
No. So there are the normal.
I'm asking in general, of course, not specifically about any one of them.
But the only serious side effects that have been reported have been 3 examples of side effects with people who've got severe allergies.
Yeah. So those
have been
the old news.
Yes.
Those are the old news. Okay. Dr. Elis Friedman, thank you so much for joining us. We are out of time. It's always a pleasure to have you on our show. And thank you and good luck with the new policy.
Thank you very much.